What's up, guys? Z Pilot here with another update. And this is probably the first time you've seen this plant, guys. This is a proper massive plant. It's the Runtz Buttonz. Runtz crossed with rainbow chip. I haven't shown you guys this one because this one's on at the opposite 12 hours of the Turple, and it's just the only time I've got time in the last few weeks to make videos is after the lights are off in this tent. So I haven't really shown you guys any updates on this plant, but better late than never, guys, because this is probably one of my best massive plants to date. This is one day away from the end of week 7, or one day before the end of week 7. Got in a 15-gallon Smart Pot, Pro Mix, and Athena. I gave Power Acai, the liquid Power Acai Bloom, for the first 6 weeks of flower. And my temperatures were a lot warmer this time. I'm at 77 right now, trending between 71 and 80. So I think the Power Acai and the warmer temps have definitely helped with the stacking. I've never seen buds like this on this plant, guys. It's hard to say what helped more. Probably the temperatures. But still insane frost content. The terps are off the chain. Just freaking reeks. I'm gonna give this one another week and a half or so. Maybe 2 weeks. Depending on how my veg is looking. If it's ready to go in or not. Really happy with this run, guys. Gave 3 EC for the most part, and then tapered it down to like 2.5 after the end of week 4, and then the next week was like 2. That tapering off after the end of week 4 seems to help. Otherwise they get fed a little too much. But if they're still looking hungry, I keep it going, or whatever. You just gotta watch the plant and see how it's looking. If it's looking light colored, you gotta feed it more. If it's looking dark, you can back off. Super happy with the stacking. Colors are still coming out pretty nice. It's probably not gonna be as purple as last time because of the higher temperatures, but it's fine. It's just the color I care more about. Well, looks are really important, but at the end of the day, the way it smokes is the most important. But it's got to look good enough to want to try to smoke it to begin with, right? And I don't think that disappoints. Just greasy. Awesome. And yeah, the canopy is a nice depth. It's gotta be a nice foot thick, loaded with buds. And the lowers are just looking fat, dense, colorful. They're still pulling out a little bit of white pistils there, you see it. I'm really happy with this run. Just a quick impromptu update for you guys. I'll show this plant again in a couple weeks once I harvest. And the turbo is like a week and a half behind this one. That's what a massive plant is supposed to be. Got these under the, or got this under the HLGs. QB288 V2 R spec, running at like 560 watts, 6 of them, 6 boards on the long heat sinks. Getting about 50 to 60,000 lux across the canopy. But I did take a while to reach that full brightness. I waited till like the end of week 4. Alright, I cranked it up to 560, but I had it pretty high up, 28 inches or so off the canopy, and then I brought it down to 20 inches at week 4. Alright, that's pretty much it, guys.